Hey everyone, this is Austin Schur here with We Write About Music, and today I am back on again with Lyle Oliver. He's all ready to release another great track called Dandelions and Roses, and I am super excited to talk to him all about it. Lyle, thank you so much for coming back on. How have you been?
Awesome, man. How about you?
Not too bad. What's going on in the snowy north?
You know what, man? It's been unbelievable. It's been so snowy and so icy. Like been getting freezing rain. It's just been nuts. It really has. It's been absolutely crazy.
Sounds like it.
I wiped out the other day just trying to clean my driveway. It's stupid. It's just crazy.
You got to be careful out there. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I gotta move to LA, man. That's what I gotta do. I gotta move to LA.
That's what I'm saying. You can choose to go to the snow. You can visit the snow as opposed to just having it in your front yard. That's pretty nice. So we've got this all new single coming out. I obviously want to hear all about it. Just like last time, I'd love for you to sort of kick it off with what is this song about and what does it mean to you?
You know what? This song is a duo with Mladen, and we really like duos and we like vocal harmony. And so we think we found out our voices actually sound pretty good together.
Sure.
To be honest with you. And you know what? And this song is really a tribute to Don Everly. So that's the way, right? So we actually made it deliberately like a 60s sounding record, right? So it's very 60s sounding. And it's just a tribute to the late Don Everly. So
Nice. Yeah. So like I know Don Everly, I know the Everly brothers. What does he mean to you in like the scope of your music as a whole?
well, like I say, their vocal harmonies are incredible.
Sure.
As far as I'm concerned. And that was the one thing that we thought we'll try, because we think vocally together we sound pretty good. So
Of course.
that was basically it. So we just thought we would bring this out, something different. Maybe we talked to you about last time about how I'm trying to be a different writer, not write all the same things all the time.
Yeah.
That's really important to me. So this is just a different sort of track, and we kind of Simon and Garfunkel, that sort of thing. We're trying to do that sort
Sure. Now you've got to keep it fresh and innovative and obviously keep yourself excited. Because if you're not excited about the music you're making, then what's the point?
Exactly. Like I got a bunch of tracks going right now, and they're all different, man. Like they're all different. So
Right. So who exactly is It's Mladen Alexander, correct?
it's Mladen.
Mladen. So who
He's
is this collaborator?
Yeah, I've been playing with Mladen for a long time. We've actually been in a number of bands in the Toronto scene. And he's actually moved on now. He's doing cartoon movies and that sort of stuff.
Oh, interesting. Is this the first song you've made together, like official song, or do you have others?
No, we've done a lot of different songs together, but this is like the first major sort of release together.
Nice.
So
what sparked it? Why this long?
You know what, man? I just thought we just thought let's just try something, just almost as a lark. It was, to tell you the truth, and it ended up working out. It worked out pretty good.
So was it an even split on the writing or producing? Because I know you're obviously a songwriter, but like, what's the breakdown of the credits?
50-50, man.
50-50? That's awesome. Yeah. See, that's the sign of a true good partnership right there, because too many duos are like, oh no, I'll take the lead on everything, and then it just gets kind of convoluted. But I like the even split here. That's pretty nice.
The nice thing is sometimes as a writer, you don't see certain things, and it's nice to have somebody who's as a talented writer. Like Mladen's extremely talented.
Sure.
And he brings a lot to the table, and he actually can bring something that I would never even think of, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Sort of thing. So that's
no, you can't collaborate with the same type of person. You need kind of like the yin and yang to your music creation. If you're working with, yourself, I mean, obviously not yourself, but then you're just pumping out the same stuff. But I think I mentioned it last time, so much of like the greatness of your music is that you don't stick to one genre. You're constantly experimenting and evolving and creating new things and new sounds. It provides so much like breadth of listening for the listener. So they can choose, oh, I want to listen to this style of music. Oh, but I have that to offer you today.
Yeah. That's nice. Like I said, that's really important to me. Like I don't want to be typecast, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. Absolutely.
I want to be like a guy like Elvis Costello. Elvis Costello.
Of course.
Lots of diversity. Talked to you about it before. David Bowie was a huge, guy that I really, really appreciate for his,
nice.
His diversity. So that's kind of the sort of thing that I want to do. I just wrote a wedding song for one of my buddies. So it's totally different. It's got all strings and all that sort of stuff in it. So it's like it's totally different from what I'm doing right now too.
In the future of your songwriting, do you find yourself or even like want to sort of make odes to artists that you grew up with? I love that you've taken an artist that is obviously popular but not super in the mainstream nowadays and kind of created something surrounds him.
Honestly, what tomorrow brings, I don't know, man. Like, I kind of go with the flow, and whatever
Yeah,
comes in and inspires me, I basically do. That's essentially it. Again, I don't deliberately set out to go, this is going to be a Don Everly song. Basically what happens is this basically ended
yeah,
up being, this actually sounds like it would be a really, really good fit for the Everly
totally,
Brothers.
totally.
So that's what ended up happening.
I understand. Is Mladen your only collaborator, or do you have other artists that you continuously work with?
No, I work with Mladen. That's the guy.
Yeah,
But I don't work with him very much now because, like I said, he's actually doing a lot of film work right now. So
right,
he's really busy. He's really busy with that, actually, to tell you the truth. So.
Nice. And before we started clicking record, you mentioned that it's snowing pretty hard over there and you've been up to a lot of songwriting. So love for you to kind of take me what's going on in the past week in Canada.
In terms of, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
In terms of musically, it's whether it's snow or fire, we're all locked in our house at some point. I'm sure you've been
You know
busy
what, man?
doing something.
It's just starting to open up here. Like, no one's
Yeah,
playing really right now. And like, no one's really getting a lot of gigs or anything like that because it's just been shut down. So it's
right.
going to start opening. Opening now. But like I said, for me, it's been good because I've been able to concentrate on my writing, and that's which I really enjoy. To tell you the truth, is the creating part. To be honest with
Sure,
you.
sure. Did you mention that you had a home studio, or are you going out to
Yes.
record these
I,
songs?
I have I have a home studio, but I also go out. Like, I don't master myself. I go to Silver Birch Studios to master.
Nice.
And there's another studio I sometimes use here as well. So, but it depends on the production end of things.
As far as the mastering goes, I know obviously that's so important, but do you take it more of like a hands-on approach? Like, are you in there trying to help out, trying to like give your
No.
vision on certain things?
So what happens is Andy Cram is the guy that I use. Is a really well-known mastering studio in Toronto, and basically he wants reference tracks. So like if you have like a track that you can send him, like you kind of want it mastered to that sort of sound. That's what he kind of wants.
I understand.
That's basically what he does. And then he brings it back to you, and then what happens is you like it or you don't like it. But I don't go down to Toronto just to have it, to listen to get mastered.
I understand. I understand.
It's too far, man. It's too
Is
far.
it?
It's too far and too dangerous in this weather. There's no way I'm
That's
going
true. No, you could probably sled there, but maybe not take a car. I don't know about that, but that's too funny. Um, I do want to ask a couple more questions surrounding this song. So it's called Dandelions and Roses. I want to make
Yeah.
that clear. But why that title specifically? It's a very like happy, uplifting sounding title.
Well, it's actually a sad song, to tell you the truth, but
Really?
it's actually what the song is basically picturing someone going to his grave. That's what it is.
So then why the
And
title?
well, it's just the juxtaposition of life and death. The dandelion being, you give what's just kind of withering away,
Sure.
and roses is love and life. That's basically what it is. So it's kind of a juxtaposition there. There's strong images there.
I
That's
understand.
what it was for us anyway. So
Nice.
it's a
Yeah,
it's a circle of life, man. That's what it really is all about.
fully understand. I'm actually not too familiar with the Everly Brothers' music. I've heard of them. I'm sure my parents had them playing at the car at some point growing up. Is there somewhere that you would recommend I start in their discography, just as like a freshener?
Just go on YouTube and just a lot of their songs. They've got a lot of great songs. I don't even know a lot of their songs, but was dreaming? They're one of their songs. Dream. I think that's one of their songs. Great song. But the most important thing is like it's the vocal harmonies. They're known for being having a really good lush harmony sound, and that's what we created on this track. I think.
No,
Have you heard the track? Have you heard the track?
No, I haven't heard it.
Okay. Well, you know what? You got to tell me if we did a good job in terms of 60s production, because it's totally retro production. It's not like current, production.
Sure, sure.
It's really 60s. And go listen to Everly Brothers track, and then listen to our track, and
I will.
I hope we did it justice for them. I really do.
I will be the first to let you know. I promise. Just got to send it on over.
I'll
um,
send I'll send it over for you today. No
please,
problem.
please. So when
Yeah.
people listen to this song, what is like the message that you're trying to get across? Like, what do you think that this song says about you as an artist?
Again, for me, it's. I think it's a really, really, really good song, and I think it's
Sure.
something again that I think it's, irregardless of the genre that I'm writing in, I can deliver a good song. That's basically
Sure.
what I'm trying to do.
No, I
You
know.
know?
I mean, that's the positive of your music is like as striking as it is sonically and production as well. It's like you put together these lines that it's like little movies playing in your head. And I have no doubt that this is going to turn out just like that, just given your track record at this point.
Thank you. It does
Very
tell a
welcome.
story. It does tell a story, and lyrically, I think it's quite strong. And again, we talked about that before. How
Yeah.
lyrics mean a lot to me, right?
No, I know. And you're so consistent and sort of like prolific at this point with your releases. You're always planning something or you've got something in the works. Is there something specifically that you're looking to accomplish with this single?
I think it's just more of a nostalgia single, and it's something like, what really triggered a lot of this was a lot of great people died last year. In terms of music.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
of
Like David
course.
Bowie, Tom Petty, all these guys are great artists for me. And then Don Everly's added to that. So it's just something that just kind of, all these legends are kind of just falling by the wayside. And it's just something that don't want to forget these people.
Now I understand. It's like you can listen to their music, you can tell stories about them and watch documentaries and biopics and this and that, but I don't know, in just the world of streaming these days and having instant access to their music, it's like they live on in certain ways. And
Exactly.
I mean, even through social media, people add songs to their videos and this and that, and they either know the song because they heard it in a movie or they're super familiar with the artist, but at the same time, it introduces a whole new generation. The music lives on in one way or another.
100%. I can guarantee you, I'd be pretty surprised if anyone else is releasing a song sounding like this right now, because it's
The
very
60s style production.
Yeah, it's like really it's not really a modern sounding song. Okay, but it's a cool song. It's a cool song.
I agree, but I think that's the magic of production nowadays. Is like, I mean, transport yourself back 50 years ago, you were limited to making that sound based on the technology. Nowadays, you could make music from 100 years ago and it could come out in 2022 and there you go. But it's really, I mean, yeah, like I said, it all goes back to the style that you would want to put out, the vibe that you're feeling, and like the mood that you want to evoke for the listener, which I think is a huge thing.
I agree.
Nice.
I agree. I think this is another sort of song that's memorable, get into your head, and it's kind of you'll want to listen again. That's what I think anyway, for sure.
But that's the key to music nowadays in the streaming and single culture, is everything is so recyclable. Like, like, I don't know, do you use Spotify often or any of like the streaming apps? Yeah, so they have like the release radars. You follow an artist, it comes up, oh, they put out a new song. You go through the playlist, you listen to it once, maybe you add it to your personal playlist, and then it's gone. And there's so many different aspects of making music these days that it's just like you got to make it replayable. It has to have that catchy hook.
One of the things about a lot of artists are predictable. You kind of know what they're going to sound like. When they bring their next release out, I want to keep people guessing.
Right, that's the magic.
What's this going to be like his next? Because I can tell you right now, I got another song coming out after this song. Totally.
But that's the best. That's a reason to follow an artist. Like I'm saying, like anyone can follow the formula. Their label or their management tells them, okay, well, this pop song got this many streams, so we need to replicate that same song. But as a music listener, and like, you need to keep people guessing. That's what creates a fan base. That's what keeps people coming back, is the mystery.
Well, you know what? This song and the following song are like apples and oranges. Like it's just not even close. what's coming out.
That's
And,
the best.
and you know what? And I'm cool with that. That's what again, that's what I want to do. Like I want to do what I want to do.
But even in the recording process, do you ever find it difficult to switch back and forth between genres, or is it like this sort of fluid easiness?
And you know what, man? Honestly, it's just you get the vibe you want.
Sure.
And that's basically it. You try and create that sound. And that's essentially it. And there's different plugins and all that sort of stuff that I'm going to use for one song and another, right? So
Sure.
it's just that's basically it.
And do you hold yourself to timetables? Like, I need to get this done by this date?
My goal, like I mentioned to you before, is like I want to try and release a song every 1 or 2 months this year. That's what I want to do. I got about 20 songs in the can right now, so I got a lot of material that's ready to go. So we'll be talking a lot, I hope.
No, I hope so. I hope so. Last time we spoke, I had briefly mentioned touring and that things are starting to pick back up and restrictions are easing and et cetera. But the main thing that I want to talk about is like a set list. How would you even go about creating something to sort of have like this cohesion about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopping back and forth.
100%.
What would you do?
100%. Well, maybe there's certain songs I can't do, as a one set. Maybe you have a separate set. I saw Joe Jackson. Do you remember Joe Jackson? You know who he is?
I mean, it sounds very familiar.
I saw him and he played a set of like punk stuff, and then he played a set of big band music
in the same set,
in the same concert. Okay.
Okay.
So he played a 45-minute set of sort of punk music. Sure. And they came out with this big band. What a tremendous band. You know what I mean? Like, a band that can do that, right?
Totally.
So that's the thing, is you got to surround yourself with good people, which I know a lot of really good musicians. But the other thing is too, is, a lot of my songs, like I said to you, Austin, I'm comfortable just doing an acoustic thing for them.
Yeah,
I
understand.
You know what I mean? And as a singer-songwriter, a lot of the songs can come over, just doesn't matter. I can play piano too. So like I can do a set just with piano. It's acoustic set, for things, So
I totally understand that. At the end of the day, the only person you can be responsible for is yourself. And putting together a band nowadays, when people aren't meeting up in person as much, I can't even imagine, putting an ad out and saying, hey, I need a drummer. Hey, I need a bassist, blah, blah, blah. It sounds like an extremely difficult task.
It's not, you just got to network.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're all connected through social media, and you can find someone who might be proficient, but if you're looking for a certain style, or they want to,
100%.
put their foot in and say certain things, it's like, I don't know, it's your music and it's your name. It'd be different if you were operating as a band as opposed to a solo artist.
100%.
So, oh, Lyle, I want to know the release date of this, because I mean, the people need to know.
It's actually, so it's the 14th of March.
Okay, perfect. So everyone out there know that March 14th, Dandelions and Roses is coming out. I know that I'm excited for it because, I mean, everything you make is keeping the people guessing and jumping as to what's going to happen. But it also just, I mean, it makes it exciting for the future. It makes it exciting to see what else is going to come out of you. And, due to being locked inside, I guess we're going to see what happens.
You're either going to like it or you're not, man. But you know what? I'm happy with them, and that's I think you guys will be too. I'm going to shoot you that track right now.
Please do. Please do. I want to finish this up with the same question I asked you last time, mainly because someone could be discovering you from this second interview or the first. Basically, again, the question is, for the person that is going to listen to your music for the first time, what is an opening message that you'd like to say to them?
I just come along for the ride. Basically, I want you to enjoy the music. That's basically it. Hopefully puts a smile on your face. That's the most important thing.
And I have a sneaking suspicion they're going to like it. Although I haven't heard it, you haven't proven me wrong yet. So I think that they're going to enjoy it a lot.
Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Once again, Dandelions and Roses. It comes out March 14th. We'll have all the links so people can listen and follow along and share it. Lyle, once again, thank you so much for your time. Always a great conversation, and I really do look forward to speaking again soon.
Thanks for having me, Austin. Appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Take care and have a nice rest of your day.
You too, brother.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.